We thought we would run through some of these sales that we have coming up. So, best cattle sales, upcoming March sale, March 31st to April 1st, third annual ST Genetics Brahman and HK Cattle Spring Sale. That will be on bestcattlesales.com. Then we have some upcoming sales in April. April 4th through 5th is going to be Two Brands Unlimited Possibilities online sale. That's going to be 4N Ranch and IS Ranch. So we had Connie Nettles joining us there live a little while ago. And so that will be 4N and also IS Ranch. And then April 9th through 11th, we were talking about, April 5th through 6th, we have two fast nickels, bull and heifer sale. Those are going to be full-blood Fleckviehs, purebred Simmentals, and Cimbras. So that Fleckvieh, Simmental, Cimbra, that is going to be two fast nickels on April 5th through 6th. And again, that's on bestcattlesales.com. And that is our Brahman Journal auction site. We think it's super cool. So if you have an auction you'd want to have, or you're a breeder and you want to get together with a couple of other breeders and have a sale, you just give us a shout. We'll try to help you. April 9th through 11th, we have the 4T and Box R. That's going to be their 4th annual sale with us. That's Family Traditions. They're going to have F1s and Brahmins, and that is an online sale. And again, that's going to be a really good sale. We already have some of their lots up with video. I think we're still working on a few of the 4T lots, those F1 lots, but I think we have all of the Box R lots up. So make sure to visit Brahman, the bestcattlesales.com. And then we also have in April, the April 18th through 19th, we're going to have the AT Brahmins Fall Born Prospect Sale. AT Brahmins. They had a great sale last year. We had a lot of fun with it. And then Schulte Cattle Company. Remember, you saw Schulte Cattle Company win third in that very, very large and hard embryo produce of dam. And so they're going to have their prospect and genetics opportunity sale. And then, of course, Heritage Cattle Company, who we just saw win that Get of Sire, they're going to have their sale April 22nd. It is a one-day online sale. And then I believe they have a private treaty sale afterwards. So now we're going to go back into the arena. We had a little change to the arena where they got rid of those red tarps that were there. And we are in class number 1 of the red female show, and we're going to be doing the entire red female show. And I just got a text message from our good friend Mike England. Mike England just texted us that the Mercedes show, they had canceled their open show. I think you guys probably remember that. They did have their junior show, but they canceled their open show, the Rio Grande Valley show they usually have. They canceled that show, and they had just their juniors. But they're now rescheduled their open show. Their open show has been rescheduled. The cattle will come in on the 11th and the 12th, and they will show May 14th in Mercedes, Texas. So if my team back there in Mexico, Nicaragua, Page, Texas, Hempstead, Texas, Emily, Kingwood, Texas, if you guys would note down, we're going to have the Mercedes show, the open show, the Brahman show will show on the 14th of May. It's been rescheduled. I want to remind people that we're going to have that unlimited possibilities sale in April. That is that 4N Ranch and IS Ranch while we watch these cattle walk. This is again Class 1. I want to thank Watkins Cattle Company for being supportive of us. That is Maximus on the screen there. And of course our good friends at Elgin Breeding Service also. Thank our good friend at Genetic Costa Rica, shipping and distribution of semen and embryos to Costa Rica. They're going to have Bullseye, VA, VR Cottrare, VL, and JD Hudgens. So they represent all of those. And from my understanding too, kind of a cool deal, he's going to try to help us have some of our Brahmin journals there for people. So if you live in Costa Rica and you don't get the Brahmin journal, we are shipping some large boxes of Brahmin journals to him on a monthly basis, and you can just visit with him. Any luck with coffee? Like maybe we can find some. Oh, no problem. Let's see some different camera angles here. So is he pulling the ones he wants to keep here or no? We're just now starting to profile. So, okay. So he's leaving his firsts out on the rail. Okay. So we wanted to kind of get a rhythm of how the judge is judging. So it sounds like what he's doing is he's pulling and leaving the top on the rail. Looks like we have left on the rail, we have Jeremy Lowen. Right there in our camera. Go. Again, this is class number 1 of the Reds. Thank you, Emily Otto. I'm so glad you think it looks good. She's watching from home. She is, Emily has worked for us for quite a few years, and she is also Magic Ranch. So when you see some of that Magic Ranch stuff, there you go. Okay, so we still have Jeremy on the rail. We have, I think, Ken Ramsey entry over there. We have Herzog. And it looks like okay, let's see what we've got. So that's going to be 931 in your book. That's going to be a Ken Ramsey entry. This is going to be tough because he's leaving all these lined up, but I think in a smaller class we'll be okay. Yeah, ask them if they can pull up and down there. Yeah, if you could ask them to do that, that would be great. So that's going to be 931, 931 won that class. And who was in second? Who was second? Okay. Hey, how are you? We are live. Hey, we're here live, and we have our good friend from Costa Rica with us. This is Jose Albertazzi. He's not on camera because, would you like to be on camera? No? Okay, he doesn't want to be on camera because right now this is the camera we're watching right now.
We're looking at the judging.
We're watching the judging, and we're going to go ahead and turn our sound off for just a momentito while we visit with our good friend Jose Albertazzi and get a couple of things taken. Okay, we are getting ready to go in with class 2. This is class 2. We've got our sound back on. We were talking about where they're taking photos. So this is going to be in first place in that last class. That was going to be KR Miss Red Diamond 571. That's going to be a JDH Mr. Thompson Manso daughter out of KR Miss Red America, who's a Mr. JR Red X-Ray Kennedy daughter. And that is going to be a Ken Ramsey entry and shown by Ken Ramsey Cattle. So that was Ken Ramsey all the way there. And in second, just a little while ago, in that very first class, we had Miss H.C. Tessa, 130/0. She was going to be a Mr. WCC Maximus Rojo daughter. If you are looking at that in your catalog, just note that we should have a plus in front of his name. I don't think that got updated. But he just got moved into the Register of Renown, so congratulations to Mr. WCC Maximus for getting in there. But the second place was the Herzog entry. Herzog, that's going to be out of Miss CBR Trouble 528. So again, that was going to be entry number 931 and also 423 if you were looking at your catalog. So we had a little bit of a excitement there, but it's all taken care of. So good to know. Get back up just a little bit. We're kind of tight on this camera. There we go. Get back into my Facebook so I can be watching y'all's comments. Sorry about that, guy. Kind of got lost there for a little bit. No, Jeremy did not win the class, guys. That was, and we are here at the international show, the ABBA International Show, and it is in Waco, Texas. We are in Waco, Texas at this international show. So watch with us all day. Again, we are going to, hey Junior, thanks for watching with us. We're going to be doing the red female show all the way through, and then we'll be moving into the gray female show. So again, in that last class, we had the Ken Ramsey entry, the KR Miss Red Diamond, and in second we had the Herzog cattle, and that was the WCC Maximus daughter. That was Miss HC Tessa. We have a very big class here also. So really large class here. Let's see if we can get you guys down there a little bit. And here we go. Okay, again, this is class 2. We have quite a few entries here. Up at the top, we have the J&L Cattle Services with the lovely Lana on the stick. And then we have Rodriguez Cattle Services with Mauricio, Circle F Ranch, Moreno Ranches, Hagen Bouillon, Carrier Cattle, Ken Ramsey, Walters Livestock, Merrick Barefoot Brahmin, Walters Livestock, Armenta Cattle Company. Got quite a few in this class. We do have an add-on. We did have an add-on. That's going to be probably a Herzog entry, maybe. I'm not sure. It's a Miss HC. And then we're going to have Fontenot's Red Brahmin, Fontenot's Red Brahmin, Moreno, Watts, Schulte, Fontenot Red Brahmin, Santa Elena. Lord, goes on forever. C4 Livestock, Cynthia Campbell, Cody, sorry Cody, 2 Codys. Cody Halufa. Cody, you can come and tell me I said that wrong later if I did. And then we have another Rodriguez, LK Brahmins, Hagen Bouillon, and now we're going to walk the cattle. Again, our judge today is Jacob Tipp. There is a class program available online, Vanessa. We're going to ask Iran to post that again. It is in the comments in the previous live feed. It is also on our Facebook page. I believe we probably have a link on our website also. If not, I'll make sure that that gets handled. It's at the top of the descriptions. Hey, Iran, can you go ahead and put that back in? Oh, I am here with the lovely Gail Colors, who just brought me some coffee.
My son-in-law said, hey, Vicki,
Is saying she needs coffee.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, my goodness. So you're here. Would you like to sit and visit with me for just a little bit?
Absolutely.
Okay, we're gonna kind of get ourselves arranged a little bit because we're in this camera over here. Okay. So let's see. So I'm gonna make sure we get our, because we'll be at this camera. So I'm gonna have to.
On the camera?
Well, we will be.
Ooh.
Once I get us. And she's looking lovely. You stay right there. I'm just gonna push this little one over this way just a smidgy, and let's see if we can get ourselves in there. What do you think? Yeah. Okay.
So,
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready too. This is going to be exciting. So let's give this a whirl and see. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, and here I am with Gayla. This is so exciting. And we are watching the Red Show. So we're watching class number 2. Gayla,
Yes,
you guys
ma'am.
had a win in that was some of your progeny, am I correct?
Yes, on the Gray Get a Sire. We sure did. We had 3 groups out there.
Okay.
The group that placed first was J.D. Hudgens Turkana Manso.
Yes, and you taught me how to say Turkana Manso, so I can now say that. So yes.
And we own him with Mark Ferguson
Oh,
Cattle.
okay. See, that didn't come through on the program, so that's why we had the heritage and all that showing. So that was good. And Hatch had an animal in that group,
He did.
he not?
He did. The
Yeah.
young heifer is a heifer that he purchased from us last year in our private treaty sale.
Perfect,
That
awesome.
you guys
So,
helped with.
and just think, they're going to have another sale, and it's going to be there at the end of April, and it's that private treaty sale where they have the online part first,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
And that's April
4th, or it's the
We'll have to look.
Thursday of that
Okay,
week.
yeah, we'll have to look. We'll get those dates for you guys. But they're going to have that sale, and then afterwards you have the private treaty part where, so they have the online part first, and that's how you register and you get a
Kind
date?
of yes, and then a priority. The more times you bid, then you get to be higher on the list to choose what you want from the private treaty
And then you
sale.
come in and you get to have a personal appointment. That would be a good way to say it, a personal appointment with Judd. So make sure you guys write that down. We'll get those dates for you, and you can always go to bestcattlesales.com because it's already on there. So we'll do that. So and then you also had second. You were like reserve champion in that Get of Sire. Am I correct?
Yes, that was a Maddox 684 Get.
Okay, and we love Maddox, so what more can we say? So, So we're going to go back into the arena, but Gail is going to stay here with me for just a minute, so I'm going to have to do my job and see if we can. There we go. Okay, so we're in the red class, but I'm going to thank Gayla again for bringing coffee to me.
Anytime you need anything, just give a shout out, and I'm sure my crew will let me know.
And you had son-in-laws listening, so the son-in-law, thank you. So yay, so great.
Have a good day. Thanks.
Okay,
Vicki.
thank you. Okay, so they excused some. This what's going on, and thank Gayla so much for joining us here. And she did. She brought me coffee. I have coffee, Brandolyn, because Gayla brought me coffee. She heard. Yeah, no, we're good. So everyone, just so you know what's going on, the ones that are left in the center of the arena, they're going to continue to be shown, okay? So they're making it in. Thank you, Iran. April 22nd, we have the Heritage Cattle Company Spring Online Sale. And interestingly enough, if you listened, part of that group that created that champion Get of Sire sold to Hatch Cummins Smith, which is Red Smith Genetics, our good friends at Red Smith Genetics. So he bought that heifer in the private treaty sale, and then we had, of course, Bethlehem Bishop on the stick because she's showing that heifer for Hatch of Red Smith Genetics. So it's super cool how we can kind of follow these animals and see that they were in one of our online sales, and then they get to continue on and be a champion. So that's really cool. They were part of that championship group. So congratulations again on that. So these are the animals that are left, and he is going to profile them. And we're going to ask them to kind of go way down there, right? So we can get a good camera shot of those ones that are left. So every judge judges differently in their style, the way they set their arena. I personally am super fond of the fact that Jacob judges the way he does, which is he pulls last, and then he will start pulling out. Oops, sorry guys, got a little bit overshot my mark there. There we go. So what Jacob is doing is first he went through the class and figured out which ones he was going to excuse. All good cattle, of course, but he needed a little bit fewer in the arena. And then what he is going to do is he will pull his last place first. And then he will end up with just his top animals at the top of that class, up here to the right of the screen. So up by the gold sponsor sign for Repro Logic, I believe is what that is. And we do want to say thank you to all the sponsors of the ABBA International Show. Without them, the show would have a hard time having all of these really cool events that they've had going on and everything else. And of course, we want to say thank you to all of our sponsors too. We have quite a few, and we'll probably try to run through some of those right now while we're going through this class, while we're waiting for this class. So, Brahmin Selecto, July 16 and 17. That's a group of Brahmin breeders, and they will have their sale online on bestcattlesales.com. Then we want to thank Chris Shivers for having us have Bloodstone. This is a polled and powerful bull. That is Chris Shivers of Infinity Cattle Services. You can visit with him, and he can tell you about how you will be able to get semen on that bull. And then, of course, we want to say thank you to Schulte Cattle Company. Thank you to them for all that they do. They're going to be having a sale with us also in April. They're going to have a sale with us in April on bestcattlesales.com. And then, of course, Chance Hinton of Hinton Cosmetic Dehorning. So if you need to have an animal dehorned, Chance does a great job. So make sure to visit with Chance Hinton. Then, of course, we have the LB Mr. C.R. Clancy Manso. That is Chaparral Ranch. You can buy semen on that bull. As I was speaking with Brandolyn earlier, I believe you can visit with Danny Sester or Juan Restrepo, I believe. We'll get a little bit more clarification on that. And then thank you to our good friends over at 4N Ranch. 4N. Hey, from Thailand. And then, of course, the Breeders Bonanza Spring Sale. That's got a really cool futurity. If you buy one of, I think they have 15 heifers that they're selling, show prospects, maybe a little bit more. But they're doing a added back futurity where you're going to be able to get more money. Okay, we are down to the top 2, it looks like. The top 2. Let's go straight here. It looks like battling it out for first and second. Looks like we have the Moreno entry, and it looks like we have the Ken Ramsey entry. 928 is that number. Very big class. This was a huge class. And it looks like it is going to go to Ken Ramsey with the 928. And nope, wait a second, sorry. Second was Ramsey, correct? And first was Moreno with, is that 1002? Okay, it wasn't that one. 1038. Okay. Not sure if you guys can hear the judge's comments. I've been told that he's a little hard to hear. So he's just a touch hard to hear from what I understand. So in first place, we had the Moreno Miss Lady Ricci Mia. She is going to be a Moreno Mr. Rockstar daughter out of the LB Lady Violet Manso. Do you guys remember when Moreno showed that Violet Manso? She was a beautiful female. So he won that class. That was class number 2. And then in second place, we had a very hard-fought battle. But we had the KR Miss Red Catfish 570. That was going to be a KR Mr. Red Catfish 777 daughter. And so again, in first we had the 1038, which was Moreno Miss Lady Ricci Mia. That's going to be a Moreno Mr. Rockstar daughter. And in second, we have the KR Miss Red Catfish. We'll see both of those back in for the championship drive here later. We'll go through class 6. We'll go through class 6 before we'll do that calf champion drive, as we said. So we will go through all of those classes. Now, don't forget, we're going to have the ST Genetics and HK sale. That is going to be their spring sale. That is March 31st through April 1st. It is on bestcattlesales.com. As you know, we can do our sales in both Spanish and in English. We have currency calculations and all of that. And then, of course, shout out to our good friend in Costa Rica. That's Genetic Costa Rica. Shipping and distribution of semen and embryos to Costa Rica for Bullseye Ranch, V8, JD Hudgens, Santa Elena, Cotrer. They have all of the big ones, as well as the Brahmin Journal. I understand that they're going to have some Brahmin journals that they're going to be able to, if you are missing a Brahmin Journal, and you live in Costa Rica, I would visit with our good friends at Genetic Costa Rica, because they should have some extra ones for you. And again, this is going to be class number 3. We're going to get that class number up there for you in just a short momentito. This is class number 3 of the Reds. Class number 3. Again, thank you to Team Heritage for listening to me live, talking and telling them that I needed coffee. I'm good. I don't need any right this moment because Gayla just visited with me. Thank you very much. So again, this is class number 3. We are on class number 3. And how did you guys like it when I was on the screen with lovely Gayla? That was kind of cool, huh? Did you guys like that? Does it make it a little nicer for you? That's kind of a new thing we're trying. And so let us know what you thought about it. Okay, we have someone rooting for Gracie. We just need to know where Gracie is. Go Gracie. Let us know where Gracie is. Okay, we're going to walk some cattle. Okay, the spotted heifer. Gotcha. Stacy, I will tell Gayla hello. Okay, you're watching from school. That's good. Good to know. Go, Jared. Awesome. Let us know who you're rooting for, and we'll root with you. Oh, I will absolutely tell Winston his mom says hi. Thank you so much for letting us know. We're big Winston fans. So Winston Walters, we'll make sure that we let him know that his mama is saying hi. Winston's down there. We're going to zoom right over there. Okay, again, as we discussed, we really think that the way the judges makes it easy on us in the respect that he leaves those top animals. And I think Gracie got pulled, but Gracie is doing a great job. More coffee. I'm so excited. Go Team Brahmin Journal. Thank you so much. And Sorrel, the lovely Sorrel, brought me some coffee. Thanks, girl. Appreciate it. Jennifer Parker. I'm hoping you're going to be here later, girlfriend. Woo. Jennifer's doing some, she is a awesome photographer, Parker Photography, and she is shooting a fair. Not sure which one, but she's busy, but she might make it here in time to show. We're hoping she does. Okay, up at the top, we have Rodriguez Cattle Services. Did he just, is he circling or did he get pulled? Looks like he got pulled. Okay. Again, the judge is leaving his top contestants on the rail. So let's get you guys some multi-camera views. See what y'all think about this. This is class 3. Hey Kate, thanks for watching with us. Okay. We have Winston is in that top spot. We have Satterfield, I believe, in the second spot. Let's get zoomed in there a little bit, guys, and see what we've got going on. Let's see. Okay. We're down to the top 3 right there, guys. We're going to have the Winston with his heifer. Walter's Livestock. Let's see who he's showing for it. Let's see if it's... Okay, again, this is class number 3, guys. We have Satterfield Ranch in there with Miss SNS Breezy. We have Winston, let's see. Okay, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. All right. If Karen's watching, Chad just took that first place spot there. Let's see. And Brandolyn. There you go. First place right there, guys. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Brandolyn, was that Butler pulled Isabel? Maybe? Was it number 608? I would think so, because that's the Razorback. By the way, Winston's mom said hi. It would have to be. Okay. We're going to out on a limb here, and we're going to say that Butler pulled Isabel. We're going to say was maybe in first. Is he going to announce the numbers? I think that's the only Razorback one in there. Okay, so we're going out on a limb here, guys, and we're going to say Butler polled Isabel 2/0, polled female, and we're having a great polled edition of the magazine coming up in April, guys, so make sure you get that. That's going to be a DB Senator 930/2 daughter out of the JADL Dorsmar TE, and that's going to be owned by Razorback Farm, I believe, and the breeder was Butler Farm. We're not getting all of the owners necessarily, so if something's co-owned, please let us know. And it looks like in second we had the Miss SNS Breezy 30/0. That's going to be a Mr. H Bubba. Do you guys remember when Bubba showed at Houston and was grand champion when he was a red bull calf? He was just a baby, a calf division. We love those Bubettes, those Bubbas, Bubba Rojo. So SNS female was a Bubba Rojo daughter out of Miss SNS Gypsy Soul. And I don't know if you guys remember when Gypsy Soul showed. She just is a beautiful female. So really, really great. Okay, we are getting ready to come in with some more cattle. We're getting ready to come in with class 4, it looks like. But let's go back to these upcoming sales. Again, we have some upcoming sales in April. 18-19 with AT Brahmins. Schulte Cattle with April 2021. April 22 with Heritage Cattle Company. And then, of course, in May, we will be at the Southern Classic Registered Brahmin and F1 sale. That is a live and online sale. So visit with Philip Gilstrap and Matt Pounds about that sale. Let's go back into the arena as we come in with our entries in class number 4. Class number 4. Awesome. That would be spectacular. Woohoo! Okay, class number 4 coming in the ring. This is going to be another big class. If there's anyone you want to shout out to, if you want me to zoom in on anyone special, make sure you give me a little shout out or a message, and we will certainly do our best. We're going to see if we can get our good friend Asa Lee over here later, maybe on camera with me, maybe later. He's going to have a sale with us on bestcattlesales.com in August, and maybe we can talk about that a little bit. We'll see maybe during a break if he can do that. So let's back up just a little bit and get you guys a little bit more of a view. Let's see. How about that? Let's try that view and see what you guys think. Who was that? Oh, what? And it's also Miss Julia's. They're Twinkie birthdays. No, Jose, there are no V8 Ranch entries that I'm aware of. They usually just have the grays, so they'll be coming back for the gray show. So if you want to do a shout out to V8 Ranch, that would be during the gray show. So I just messaged happy birthday to Mandy Chambers McDermott and Julia. They're at the office. We have 2 birthdays for our Brahmin Journal team today. So woohoo. So shout out to them. Make sure you message them, wish them happy birthday. Is Dinah watching with us? Hey, maybe Mandy can message Dinah and make sure she knows to watch with us. We would love to have Dinah watching with us. And, of course, the lovely Miss Adeline. We hope she's watching with us, too. Again, this is class number 4. Class number 4. I know, Emily. We got those Twinkie birthdays going on. So class number 4 is in the arena. You guys can download the catalog, follow along with us. Okay, so as the judge was saying, this is the March heifer calves. That is, these are March 2020 babies. And again, as we discussed, the judge is pulling and keeping the cattle that he likes on the rail. So let's give you a couple of different camera angles here, guys, and see what you think. Hey, Aaron, glad you're watching. Let us know where you guys are watching from and who you are rooting for. I'm good. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Are you Miss Vicky?
Yes, I am. Yes, hold on just one second.
Yes,
You know
ma'am.
what you're looking for? You're looking for some magazines, aren't you?
Yeah. Miss Stacy.
There's some boxes of magazines. There's a box that says March. You will fill this bag up. That is for Miss Stacy.
Okay, thank you very much,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you. Alrighty, just had to get some magazines for our good friends over at Dixie Cattle. So they have someone bringing some magazines back to them. Perfect. Brandolyn, can we get somebody to hand out some of the magazines? Because, like when they have a moment. Just like, could you have some girls, or maybe they could go grab the Magic Ranch team or something? Okay, perfect. We're going to get some magazines handed out in the stands. We have some March editions of the magazine. Okay, who do we still have out there? Let's see. Looks like we're down to our top 4. Back up a little bit here so we can get all 4 in the screen. Looks like we're down to our top 3. So we're going to have 3 left. Looks like we've made a decision. What number? 259. 259 won that class. 259. And second was 305. That's going to be Cash. Cash was second. Congratulations, Cash. Okay, guys, so in first, we had the Walters Livestock entry. The Walters Livestock entry, that was Rodney on the stick. Walters Eden Rojo. Walters Eden Rojo is a Mr. CB Rocky daughter out of Walters Nola Rojo. That'd be like New Orleans, right? Okay, Walters Nola Rojo and Mr. CB Rocky created that Walters Eden Rojo in 455. So he won that class, and in second we had Cash Vidito. I always don't say that name right. I have to work on that. And he was showing his Miss TO35. She's going to be a Winchester Magnum daughter out of Miss HBR 6/860. So congratulations to Cash for coming in second and to Walters Livestock for taking that class first place. Now we're getting ready to come in with class number 5. Class number 5 coming in the ring. We're going to have class number 5, class number 6, and then we'll come back with our championship drive. Whoops, not class number 4. Got to get that number fixed. Sorry, guys. Okay, we are in class number 5. And there's quite a few in class number 5, even though it only looks like we have 2 so far. So as we're waiting for those guys to walk in, we want to thank people for being supportive of us. Elgin Breeding Service. Our good friend Hillary got an award yesterday for being the ABBA Sponsor of the Year. Genetic Costa Rica. Shipping and distribution of semen and embryos. LB Mr. CR Clancy Manso, 213/5. That's Chaparral Ranch. "4N Ranch, our good friends over at 4N. Thank you so much for all you do. And it looks like we have everybody in the arena. We have some new cameras. Let us know what you think about them. I think it's super cool. We're able to move our cameras around a little easier than we used to. Again, this is class number 5. Class number 5, then we'll have class number 6. And we will go on to the calf championship. Oh, we lost a camera.
Yeah, it's over there.
Did somebody hit it? Okay, thanks. I was like, whoo, lost the camera. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, lost the camera. We're back now, though. Whew, that was scary. It was this camera right here. Let's go make it back up. And there I was bragging about our cameras. I think one of them got knocked. Hey, Danny, glad you're watching with us. A little too fast. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's see how that's going. Huh? Okay. That was the camera we were having a little trouble with. Let's see if we got it better fixed. There we go. Okay. Guys, we are down to the top 4 in this very difficult class. Top 4. Top 4. Make sure you guys shout out to Mandy and to Julia there at the office. Happy birthday to them. Thank you, Brandolyn, for reminding me. I got busy. Okay. Looks like we're down to the... Pulling my camera. Can you put it up on the table? There we go. Whew. Sorry, guys. That was scary. Almost. We did lose one of the cameras over there, but I think somebody knocked it. I got it fixed, but alrighty, and we have a winner, and the crowd went wild. Okay, 5:35. Was that 5:35? Okay. Who was second? I see only one at the very top. Yeah, I'm going to guess it was 191. Yeah, because she was sitting at the top for quite a bit. Okay, so in first, guys, we had, if you're following along with your book, we had 535. That is going to be a Rodriguez Cattle Services entry, owned by SG Cattle Services. So shout out to our good friend there. Hey, Melody, glad you're watching. And Pierce, glad you're watching. And so that was going to be Miss SG 101. She won the class. She's going to be a TJF Mr. Smoking Gun daughter out of CT Lady Adelita. And then in second place, we have the Paradise Islands entry. That was going to be exhibited by, it's branded Paradise Island. It's exhibited by XL Land and Cattle is what I'm getting. And Greta Borchet is the owner. At least that's what I'm getting on this catalog. And Paradise Islands, Miss Kelly Ann, 1/20. That's again also a TJF Mr. Smoking Gun daughter out of CT Miss Stelly Rhino. CT Miss Stelly Rhino. We love that, her. So again, both of those were TJF Mr. Smoking Gun daughters, and with them both being TJF Mr. Smoking Gun daughters, remember we talked about that bull, and in our March edition of the magazine, you can read some stats about the sires, the red sires that have produced the most champions. TJF Mr. Smoking Gun is going to be second in the 2020 show circuit season as far as producing the most champions, but on that 5-year average, he is number 1, and on the 10-year average, lifetime average, TJF Mr. Smoking Gun is number 5, so he has really impacted the breed strongly. Of course, you have some other greats in the reds sire list. Of course, that number 1 top producing red sire of 2020. Let me back up for you guys so you don't have to be so close. There we go. Of course, the number 1 sire of top producing is going to be Mr. WCC Maximus Rojo. Our good friend Stuart Watkins owns that bull, so maybe visit with him and see. I think he had some sort of a special going on, maybe, or he was offering some semen domestically, so visit with Stuart about that. And then, of course, number 2 is TJF Mr. Smoking Gun. Number 3 last year was BB Mr. Stingray, then Moreno Mr. Risky, and Winchester Magnum comes in 5. But on the Okay, we're still running. It looked like we had a little bit of a glitch there. There we go. Sorry, guys. On that 5-year average, we had the Smoking Gun is number 1, JDH Astro Manso, then Stingray, then Magnum, then CC Casanova. And that's because Mr. WCC Maximus is a young bull. And then at the top producing sires on a lifetime basis, we have, of course, Magnum, Stingray, Sophisticated Millionaire, MN, Mr. Red Mayro, and TJF Smoking Gun. So think about that when you are thinking about your breeding program. And speaking of Stuart, oh Lord, he was right there. Hey, Stuart. Again, this is class number 5 in the red heifers. This is class 5, right? Is it 6? I think I messed up. Nope, I am so lying. We are in class 6. I am so wrong. I got to chitting and chatting. And there you go. Okay, class 6, last class. Sorry, guys. Last class before we do that championship drive. This is class number 6. Okay, last class before the calf champion drive. Glad you guys are watching with us. Let us know where you're watching from and who you are rooting for. Again, as we mentioned, the judge is leaving his top picks out on the railing, out in the pen. So we have the top 4 that are still on the rail. Looks like he's going to be walking them one more time. Again, this is class number 6. It is the final class in the red female show here today for the calves. Final class before we go to the calf division, and then we will stay red. We will stay red because we will show all the reds followed by the grays. Okay, it looks like we are down to our top 3. Two? Sorry. We're down to our top 2. Who was that? $479. $256. Okay, so we had $479 and $256. Alrighty, we're getting ready to come into the CAF Championship Drive. CAF Championship Drive will be coming in next. We'll talk about what's coming in for you to see. But in that last class, we had in first place, we had CT Elise Papo 6/0. She is a polled heifer. She is sired by LMC LN Polled Papo 136/6. That, of course, is our good friends over at La Muneca. And CT Miss Smokin' Captain, a daughter of CT Miss Smokin' Captain. Jack Vondenstein. Is it Steen or Stein? Craig. Steen or Stein? Vondenstein? Stein. Got it right. Vondenstein. It is Jack Vondenstein. Jack Vondenstein. I will get this right. Jack Vondenstein. Exhibitor was VF Farms. So congratulations to that first place. And we'll take this off. We'll be coming back with the CAF Championship Drive. And in second, we had the Waltersbrook Rojo 450. That's an SRS Bernardo 100 daughter out of Lady H. Alessia Rojo. So we are getting ready to come in with the CAF Champion Drive. And who are we going to see in the CAF Champion Drive? Well, let's go back over our book and see what we can find. So coming in first, in that very first class, okay. Okay, coming in first in that first class, we had KR Miss Red Diamond. KR Miss Red Diamond 571. She's right there at the top of your screen. She is the one that won the youngest class. That was class number 1 winner. On class number 2, okay, second place in that class was Miss HC Tessa 130/0. In class number 2, our winner was Moreno Miss Lady Richa Mia. That is going to be a rock star daughter. And in second in that class, we had the Ken Ramsey, the KR Miss Red Catfish. She's on the far side of the arena. Then in that third class, our winner was Butler Polled Isabel 2/0. And she is a Razorback Farm entry. And in second in that class, we had our Miss SNS Breezy 30/0. In our fourth class, our winner was Walters Eden Rojo. Walters Eden Rojo is a Walters Livestock entry. And then, of course, we had the Cash Vidito Miss TO35. And then in class number 6, we had our CT Elise Papo. And then in second, coming in for reserve consideration in there, was going to be our Walters Brook Rojo. Okay, he's going down towards. It looks like the Walters livestock entry out of class number 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of class number 4 was going to be champion, and it looks like our reserve champion was going to come out of the youngest class. So congratulations to all these class winners. But again, our calf champion is coming out of class number 4. Class number 4, that was going to be the Walters Eden Rojo. Walters Eden Rojo 4x5. So she is a Mr. CB Rocky daughter out of Walters Nolo Rojo. Say that fast 5 times, and it is fun. And then in out of the very first class, class number 1, our class number 1 winner, which was going to be number 931, that's KR Miss Red Diamond 571. That is a JDH Mr. Thompson Manso 915 over 4 daughter out of KR Miss Red America 386. So we just crowned our calf champions here, and we're going to jump off, take a short quick break, and we'll be right back with our intermediate